Let's say Subham Tripathy says, "Hey Abe, I made 2 new characters after my last review in February, and my goal remains the same: to get into the industry. I still haven't started applying for jobs. Can you let me know if I'm eligible now or need work somewhere? Also, I'm working on another character now, but do I need to make another one? If yes, what should I focus on for now? Have my old works there for you to evaluate properly." Let's take a look. Yeah. So yeah, I remember this one. Natalia. Let's take a look at this. Lady Freya. Okay. The decision is fine. I actually really like your haircuts. I do feel like we're missing a little bit of form still on the face. Like the face looks a little bit soft compared to some of the factions or some of the bone elements that we could apply there. Definitely close the mouth. I know you keep the mouth like this because that's the way you modeled it or rigged her, but definitely close the mouth. And here, my friend Subham, one of the things that I would strongly encourage you to look at is texturing. We need to improve the texturing process for this character. I love the fact that we have the full pipeline. Like you have, again, sculpting, UVs, modeling, ray topology. 6 UVs is okay because of the surface amount. I would still think that's a little bit too high. And here's the thing. I think it's too high for the level of texturing that we're seeing right now. Like, if we're going to be using 6K UNIMs, you need to really push the amount of texturing that we can add. So you can take a look at this character right here, and you can see that, that there's a little bit more tarnish, there's a little bit more roughness, there's a little bit more variation on some of the elements, and I don't see that here on your character. Like, just the gold, right? Like, this gold looks way more vibrant, way more intense, and your looks a little bit more pale. Also, you made an interesting choice here. You changed the weapon from the sword to this, like, big halberd axe, which is an interesting decision. I can see you're using some like trims right there. I don't know. It's the armor. The armor looks a little bit too thin, I would say. Kind of looks like it's made out of paper or something like that. I'm not sure if that's the best decision. It's not a bad character, though. It's not a bad character. Right? I'm not sure if this is enough to get you a job. Maybe in a small studio where they're, again, like starting their stuff, but I do feel like we're missing some anatomy things there. And then we have this robot right here. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that camera movement. What is this? Oh. Yeah, these UVs are not great, man. How many UVs would be appropriate for a character like this with armor and weapon? This is the best advice I can give you for that. Beckerdraw, and for everyone watching, go to the challenges here on ArtStation. They do a challenge every 2 months or something like that. For instance, this medieval back and forth, and there's usually a specific limit that they use. For instance, I remember looking at this character right here. Such a cool character, right? This one. And they usually give you, I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 maps for the whole thing. There you go. So head, hair, it's just 1 map for the head and hair. And then there's 1 more map for the cape and the robe, 1 more map for the pants, 1 more map for this corset, hands, boots, and cloaks, 1 more map for the book and jewelry. But if you add, there you go. If you add all of the maps that this person is using, you're gonna see that he's using 2 4K maps for the whole character. 2 4K maps for everything. And I think that's the limit that they usually give on this, like, challenges. You have 2 4K maps for all the elements. And for a game, again, especially a third-person game, that's usually more than enough. Unless you're gonna be doing something that's gonna be very cinematic and you're gonna require a lot of like textile resolution, 2 4K maps is more than enough. Look at how much stuff he can, like, fill in this. It's just one full 2K map for the character right here, and then 2 maps for everything else on the character, even the banner, right? Like the lance and everything, because you don't need to have that much elements. Like, see how much resources you can actually get from this. How many maps for a hero in a game burst, enemies, and NPC? I'm not sure, man. Like, I'm not sure about the specifics. Here's another thing. If you want to know how many maps they're using for a specific game, try to see if the models have been leaked. And sometimes they've leaked the models. Like for Marvel Rivals, they leaked the models. For Overwatch, the models are leaked. And if you look for all of that information, you can check, like, oh, they used this amount of maps, right? So they're usually on the making ofs, you're gonna find this information. But if not, again, here on the challenges, on the ArtStation challenges, you can always see how many maps they use. Look at this one. This one was such a good one as well. A lot of nuns in this one. This is definitely hand painted stuff with a little bit of like PBR stuff as well. And if we go to the maps, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 maps. And I'm guessing all these 4 maps are 2K probably. So it's one 4K map for everything. Not exactly sure what the final definition is, but this is such a good one by Marat. Oh yes, I remember this one as well. Such a good one. This was another competition that they had like several years ago, 6 years ago. Such a cool character, this one. I'm not sure how many do we have. How many like maps? Oh, it's no longer there. But yeah, this was such a good character. Like, I love the style. This is hand painted as well. Hand painted with a little bit of PBR. So yeah, that would be my advice. If you're not sure how many maps to use, look at the game and see how many they're using. For instance, again, I think this is way too much. I'm gonna be honest with this one, Subham. I don't think this is a good design. Like the design that you made with this one, I don't think it works. It's very busy. We have organic stuff, we have sci-fi stuff, and then we have this like huge jetpacks on the back. My best advice is, yes, do one more character, because this is a tutorial element. We've already criticized this one in the back. This one's definitely the best one so far. So we do need one more character. And my advice is try to keep it simple. Like, you can go back to like a simple orc, like a simple goblin, but make sure that the polish and the level of quality is really up there. Okay?